right, so I'm right in downtown Stuart here. Now this is Osceola Street. This would be considered like Main Street, downtown Stuart. Right now, I'm actually standing in front of the Spritz City Bistro. Now the truffle mac and cheese and the deviled eggs here are great. Another, if you're a vegan, they got a great vegan menu here as well. Now we're gonna work our way downtown Stuart here. There's all kinds of phenomenal restaurants. I'm gonna show you quite a few of them. This is the epicenter of Stuart. So you're not going to want to miss downtown Stuart and all the different restaurants I'm about to show you. The Black Marlin is one of the oldest restaurants in Stuart. The grouper Lowry is definitely my favorite in here. And if you're a drinker, the martinis here are absolutely phenomenal. Again, this is one of the oldest restaurants in Stuart. It's got a great feel to it. It's throughout the years made it through recessions and everything, so you know it's good. Let's go check it out. Now you can see where's a really kind of old Florida feeling here. You got wood floors, pretty nondescript tables. Again, don't judge a book by the cover. It doesn't have a lot of advertising outside, but the Black Marlin, definitely some of the best food in town. And the grouper Lowry. All right, I'm standing in front of Luna's here. Now, there's a reason why they have this little sign here that says garlic knots. You guys may know from some of my previous videos that I'm kind of keto, but every once in a while I'll cheat. And when I cheat on bread, it's gonna be the garlic knots at Luna. Fantastic Italian food, but they're really renowned for their pizza. You can go up to their pizza window and you can just get a slice, put it in the oven. It's gonna be nice and hot when it comes out. Luna's is a really great spot. Pizza, spaghetti, Italian, and those garlic knots. Now, Florida and the Treasure Coast are not just all about beautiful properties and the tax benefits and all that stuff. It's great. But really what Florida is about, and specifically the Treasure Coast, is an experience. Now you get to see kind of the new Florida and the old Florida in today's video. Right now, we're in Harborside. This is kind of new Florida. We're gonna show you Tiger Woods restaurant. We're gonna show you an awesome place to get a burger. And then there's a Mexican restaurant down there that's absolutely phenomenal as well. There's all kinds of shops here, a little amphitheater. They do a green market on the weekends. I'm super excited to show you this experience. Let's get into it. Now this menu is absolutely phenomenal. It's Tiger Woods, so he's gonna give you the best. But if I had to, I would go with the Korean meatballs or the goat cheese patty for sure. Now, the burgers, I'd go with the Woods burger, or actually the bison burger. And then to throw one more in, we got the local fish tacos. And then of course they got sea bass and they got filet mignon, all that stuff. This place is primo. Now, if you're looking for an experience that's like the bar food, but upscale, and of course, Tiger Woods, how can you argue with a name like that? There's the man himself. He's of course got his cigar bar back here because of course golfers love their cigars. The cool thing is like you feel like you're in Duffy's, but like a lot of upscale from Duffy's from there. You got TVs going with all the different sports going on, and then a really nice atmosphere. You could bring a date here, you could bring your buddies here after golf. This is a great spot. All right, you want to kick it up one more notch? The Jupiter Grill is where it's at. Now I'm going to go over what I think I would go for my appetizer. I'd have to go, if I had to, with the whipped feta. They got a bunch of other stuff that's fantastic. The Bisque Del Mar, one of my favorites as well. I would go with the lobster roll. I'm a big New England guy, so I'm going to go with a lobster roll. That's a Florida lobster roll. You got raw bar, so you got your shrimp and all that kind of stuff. Now, the weekend brunch. You gotta come here for the weekend brunch. It's actually a bottomless mimosa or Bellini for $25, so you can't go wrong there. This place is a class act. Let's go check it out. Now for our final spot, I wanted to bring you to Guanabanas. So there was a lot that you got to see there. And you know, again, we're in Jupiter here, but taking you from Vero to Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, Stuart, Port Salerno, down here into Jupiter. And there are a lot of iconic spots. There are a lot of like super cool spots. It is an experience. So there's music, there's food, there's a bar, and then there also, you can actually take a boat into Guanabanas. Some people call it Guanabanas. And there's also paddleboarding rental, there's kayak rental. This is an all-inclusive experience here. Thatched roof coming down with a tiki thing going on. This is an experience that you do not want to miss if you come to Jupiter or even the Treasure Coast. Let's go check it out. So this is actually a cool thing that's down here in Florida. This is actually called a staghorn fern. So you'll actually see these hanging with chains from a lot of like the live oak trees and that. Another kind of cool piece of Florida. You know, you just don't see something like this in a restaurant, right? Super cool experience. So the perfect day in Stuart, and if we were gonna go breakfast, I would have to say Boathouse. Why? Well, because you're gonna get the Bloody Mary, and you can also get the omelet, and the kids are gonna love it because there's a little boat down on the water here that you can actually reserve for the hour or 2 hours that you're here. It's right on the water, and it kind of has a cool feel to it. The kids are in like a rowboat. But the Boathouse has got kind of like that old Stuart feel. This is one of the oldest buildings in Stuart that they remodeled into a restaurant called the Boathouse. So let's go inside and check it out. All right, so I'm here at the Boathouse. This is the inside. It kind of has a little bit of the feel of shrimpers and all that, kind of that old Florida feel. So you got this beautiful bar here in the background. And again, you're gonna have your Bloody Mary. There's great seafood here. There's great sushi bar. And all in all, this is the spot where you're gonna come for breakfast because you can have that Bloody Mary that I talked about. There's all kinds of diners and other places you wanna come for breakfast. If I had to pick one though, this would be the spot to come for breakfast. To me, this is really what Florida is all about. One of the reasons that I really love living in Stuart is you're on the water here. So you got the Boathouse, this is here on the water. This actual walkway here, this goes all the way around the perimeter of downtown Stuart. So you can walk with the kids, you know, elderly people can even be on a wheelchair, you can be pushing a stroller and so forth. You can see the band setting up in the background. There's kind of an amphitheater that goes up. So on Sundays, they got live music down here. This is really what it's all about. You got live music, you got the water, you got music. This is absolutely what old Florida and Florida is all about. All right, so everybody loves dessert. There's a couple different spots in town where you can get ice cream and gelato and so forth, but if I had to pick one, it would be Kilwins. They make fresh fudge, got beautiful ice cream, they got the fraps, the sundaes, all that kind of stuff. You go into this place and it just, bam, hits you like fudge, sugar, candy, ice cream. This place is phenomenal. Let's go check it out. So you can see here, you got your candied apples, and then working our way down to all the different beautiful candies, fresh made fudge, chocolate, syrups. You got the slabs over here with the waffle cones, all that kind of stuff. Beautiful chocolate assortment over here from all your truffles, crusted, pecan this, caramel that. All the candies are up on the wall. You got your water here because of course you're gonna want to drink after you have your ice cream. And you got all this stuff, and then that's all of your ice cream down the line there. This is one of the best spots in town. My office is actually just up the road. But this is the Sunset Bay Marina in Anchorage. There's two little restaurants. Well, there's one little restaurant here, which is Gilbert's Coffee Bar. And they do like toast with bananas on it and, you know, marmalade and that kind of stuff. They have little finger foods and that. It's not really like a restaurant. It's more of like a coffee shop. Then you have Sailor's Return. Sailor's Return is some of definitely the best food in town, and it is by far the best food in town with the best sunset in town. And by the way, my office has that as well. But let's go down here and check it out. When we get down to Sailor's Return, it's kind of loud, so you might not be able to hear me, so I wanted to shoot this video here. Definitely check out Sailor's Return. When you drive here, there's actually a valet, but if you want to give me a call, you can actually park in my parking lot, and you're not going to have to pay for the valet. So let's go down and check them out. All right, so we get a point of reference here. This is Gilbert's Coffee Bar. It's closed right now, but there's a phenomenal view here. It's not open at night. Sometimes they do live music out here, and wine tastings actually will do movies down here for the marina. You can come down here with the kiddos and so forth. But this is one of the things I highly recommend in here is the banana toast. And for me personally, I like lattes. The macadamia latte, phenomenal. They got like oat milk and all that kind of other stuff, but it's a really cool little coffee bar, fantastic food. They got spritzers and that kind of stuff too. But that's Gilbert's Coffee Bar. Let's go down ahead and Sailors. And again, it's gonna be a little bit loud down here. Just heard fins to the left, fins to the right, Jimmy Buffett going. This is what Florida is really all about. So you can hear the music. You can hear the music getting louder. There's a one-man band up here right now. They got all kinds of different music, different band types and so forth. They got a dance floor out here and then an outdoor seating area where you can get your food, high tops, bar and all that. There's all kinds of beautiful outdoor seating here, and then inside is a real fine dining experience. I'm talking a little bit louder here, obviously, because we got the music in the background. You really got to check out Sailor's Return. This is really what Florida's all about. We don't have the absolute fantastic sunset here. My cameraman loves it because the lighting is right for the rest of the day, but sometimes cloud cover obviously covers up a beautiful sunset. Nonetheless, it's still Florida. Got a light breeze. It's a Sunday. Music is going. This is what it's about.
Hey, baby, what you wanna do? I bet that could stay.
Get a really fine dining experience outside here at Sailor's Return. You got the smell inside. Oh, you didn't smell it? I smelled it. It's phenomenal. Can't say enough about Sailor's Return. Right at the base of the Roosevelt Bridge, you get to see the cars going over, the boats coming in. Occasionally you actually get a little manatee pop its head up in here. This place is phenomenal. I can't say enough. I've eaten at Sailor's Return countless times. This is similar to like Oak and Ember, similar to District Table. This is a fine dining experience, downtown Stuart. Best sunset in town. You don't get it today, but maybe you want to come to Stuart yourself and find out for yourself.